Hey everyone, here are the answers with explanation for the first round of our weekly quiz brought to you by ITSEP in collaboration with Earthrun. We promised that we'd share them and here they are. But first, I would like to request you all to make a small gesture by subscribing to our YouTube channel, that is We Educate, and please follow the Instagram page of ITSEP to get updates regarding upcoming quizzes and more exciting opportunities or activities. Let's move on with the first question. The first question was, what is the primary objective of the goods and services tax in India? And the correct option was option B, to simplify the tax structure. A little explanation on the option. The main goal of the goods and services tax in India is to make tax simpler. Instead of having to deal with a bunch of different taxes on goods and services, GST combines them all into one. It's like turning a confusing puzzle into a single, easy to understand. The second question was, which of the following is a direct consequence of high inflation? And the correct option was uncertainty in the economy. So, when prices go up quickly, that is high inflation, a few things happen. Changes in purchasing power. Your money buys less stuff, so that the burger that used to cost you rupees 50 might now cost you rupees 100. Second, the change in cost of living. Everything gets more expensive, like food, rent, bills, making the life pricier. Third was uncertainty in the economy. Businesses like people get nervous about the future because prices keep changing, making it hard to plan. The fourth point was savings rate or savings. Your savings lose value, meaning 1,000 rupees in the bank today won't stretch as far tomorrow. The third question was the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act or MGNREGA provides how many days of guaranteed wage employment in financial year. The correct option was option B, 100 days. The fourth question was, which of the following is considered a component of a gross domestic product? The correct option was option C, government spending. So government spending is a part of the GDP because it's like the government going on a shopping spree. When they build roads, schools, hospitals, or even pay for public services, they are putting money into the economy. Just like when you spend money, it boosts businesses and creates jobs. So all government's spending helps the economy grow, which gets counted in the total GDP. The next question or the fifth question was, which of the following is a feature of goods and services tax? The correct option is option B. It is a multi-stage tax on both goods and services. A little explanation for it. A multi-stage tax means taxes are charged at every step when a product or service is made and sold. Let's take an example. Let's imagine a pizza. The stage 1 is where the farmer grows wheat, which is where he is getting taxed. The stage 2 comes, the flour maker buys wheat to make flour. Again at this stage he is getting taxed. The third stage is the pizza shop buys flour to make your pizza. At this stage he is getting taxed again. And the last stage of fourth one, you buy the pizza. And of course you are getting taxed. So at each stage here, from farm to table, taxes are applied. But with things like GST, you only pay the final tax on the pizza, avoiding double taxing at every step. It's like getting one final bill instead of being charged for every ingredient separately. The sixth question was, what does the term fiscal deficit refer to? And the correct option was option A, the difference between total revenue and total expenditure. A fiscal deficit happens when the government spends more money than it earns. Let's take an example. Imagine you have 100 rupees but you need to spend 150 rupees. That extra 50 you don't have is like the fiscal deficit. It's the gap between the money coming in, which is the revenue, and the money going out, which is the expenditure. So when the government's expenses are bigger than its income, the gap is the fiscal deficit. The question 7th was, what are non-performing assets or NPAs? And the correct option was option B, loans that are in default. So non-performing assets, NPAs, are basically loans that have gone bad. So it's basically like lending money to a friend but they stop paying you back for a long time. In banking terms, when someone doesn't repay a loan for a certain period, the bank calls it a non-performing asset because it's not bringing in any money or any profit. It is just sitting there like a bad investment. The question 8th was, which economic policy aims at reducing income inequality? And the correct option was option C, redistribution policies. Now let's understand in a brief way what is a redistribution policy. Redistribution policy helps reduce income inequality by shifting money from the wealthy to those with lower incomes. The government does this through things like taxes on higher earners and then uses that money for a welfare programs, education, healthcare, or direct financial aid for the less fortunate. It's like taking from a big pie and making sure everyone is getting a slice, helping to balance the gap between rich and poor. The next or the ninth question was a question from current affairs, which was, which Indian athlete is expected to compete in athletics at the 2024 Paralympics? And the correct option was option D, all of the above. An additional information, so the athlete Devendra Jhanjharia was playing for men's javelin throw. Sumit Anil was also in javelin throw. Nishad Kumar was in men's high jump. The 10th question was, how many sports are expected to be included in 2024 Paralympics? And the correct option was option A, that is 22. So that's all for the explanation part. I hope it helped you with something in academics. Thank you so much.